Be good. Hey, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Chelsea versus Bournemouth, last game of the season. Last game for Thiago. Will be sorely missed. Sorely missed. All the accolades and merits to this guy. At first, I was like, why are people making such a big deal about him leaving? Because he's going to be playing in Fluminense. He's still going to be playing football, right? But it's just in Europe. It's for Chelsea, and everything that he's done for Chelsea is just, amazing. Amazing what he's done for Chelsea. Like 4 seasons. Supposedly he was just going to be there for 1 season. Ends up winning the Champions League. Ironically, and well deserved, because I didn't like the way they treated him at PSG. The little bit that I got to see, it seemed like they just like threw his like luggage and backpack and told him to take a hike. There was some recognition, I know, from the fans, but not that true recognition that I feel that Chelsea's going to give him, right? And then I remember him from AC Milan. I mean, that's where I discovered him, and just absolute beast of a defender. And is he 40? I mean, he's older than me, and he's still balling. That's insane. That's nuts. And he's still going to be playing. If I had to think of a player, of a center back, if I ever had to think of a center back that came to mind that was absolutely phenomenal, it'd be him. He's the first one that I always thought of. I know there's some of them right now. I can't think of I can't think of them off the top of my head. But he was like the number one. Maybe a couple of two other players. But him, I'd always go back to Maldini, even though I didn't really get to see Maldini. So definitely salute to Thiago, and all the best, going out like that. Had a good game. Had a good game for a 40-year-old. Hell yeah, he had a terrific game. That's for sure. Palmer. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with Palmer. It just looks like he's slowing down. Could be the end of the season. He's just waiting for things to end. He wants to go to he wants to be on vacation. Just looking forward to the preseason, next season as well. I really hope that this isn't a fluke. This isn't like a lucky streak, and that next year, he's just going to be dropping in form, and we're just going to remember him for having that, phenomenal first season. And I'm saying that because some of the decisions that he was making were like Jackson. They were a la Jackson. I don't know. Look, I don't know if he's hanging out with Jackson on his off time, if he's going to his crib, if he's chilling at home with him, if they're going out. But, Palmer's the kind of player that you give him the ball, and for me, I 100% trust him, what he's going to do with the ball. And you just feel that, too. You don't see anybody else. I mean, I'm sure they're yelling at him, to give him the option to pass the ball to. But you can trust this guy. There isn't this worry that he's going to lose the ball. And he did that, not only in this game, but the last several games. I realized watching him that he's losing the ball more and more, a la Neymar, a la Messi, and he's obviously not at those heights. He's not there yet, right? And then the passing too, his passing in this game at least, and that's where I say he's kind of like Jackson, where he's got plenty of space. He's already inside the 16-yard box, and I would have thought he would have done a fake out. He would have tried to take on the defender, his marker, and instead he passes the ball when it's kind of obvious that you're gonna give it right to the defender. He's gonna intercept it. The defender's like, really? You're just gonna like pass it there? Like, even though I'm gonna, just the timing of the pass is off. It's way off. And I expect that from Jackson, which he did today again. But Palmer doesn't usually do that, and he did that on 2-3 occasions. Again, not the whole game, right? After all, he's the one that fed Sterling for the second goal. So I mean, he was influential today. He had a good game. The vision, finding spaces for his teammates, holding on to the ball, some dribbling here and there. The shots that weren't quite there at the beginning, he could have got himself a goal. But still, that's kind of worrying me just a little bit. I hope it's nothing. I really hope it's not. I hope it's just mental fatigue more than anything. Jackson, as I was saying, I thought he had a decent game. I could say he had a really good game, just because I like the way he was being able to hold on to the ball. Like, he's gotten better at that. And it's him by himself. And it's not just against 1v1. It's like 2-3 people on him. And he does a really good job as of lately. I've noticed he's gotten a lot better at holding onto that ball and then looking up and picking out a teammate. The striking, obviously, he had opportunities to be able to score. I think it was I think it was also in the beginning that he was close to. He had a chance to be able to score. That one opportunity, I think it was Badia's shield that feeds him the ball, overhead pass and stops it, and then just a little chip on the defender. Maybe could have passed it, took the shot. I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people would have said, yeah, he should have passed it. I was okay with him shooting the ball as much as passing the ball. So, still needs to work out a couple of things, but good last game for him, a good send-off. Another one that I thought, like, oh, Gallagher. Gallagher, just to hear that they're considering shipping him off somewhere else. I understand the reasons why, like money-wise, like financially, but Gallagher's had it. Man, he's had a good season, and in this game, he was all over the pitch. And then throughout the whole season, I feel like he's been all over the pitch. Sometimes, he hits like a slump. Sometimes he's not, quite there 100%. But no, man, this game, he was. I don't know how he doesn't get tired, and how he compromises and sacrifices his body. He really gives it all. Just like Cucurella, another one died. I mean, Cucurella he caught a cleat to the face, for crying out loud. But I just feel like Cucurella is just being toyed around. He gets tossed around. He tries to be a leader, and I love him for that. He tries to be respected, but it doesn't seem like it's landing. But Gallagher, absolutely. Both these players, I thought they had a good game. Caicedo, oh man, here we go again with Caicedo being a monster, a beast. He had a good game, and that goal, I'm not going to take that away, probably one of the best goals of the season. Beautiful goal. But the recovery, the recovery is good, right? He has like this eye to be able to poke out the ball when you least expect it. This lunge, it's like he's got like, I don't know, a couple more inches on his foot or something. But then afterwards, he gives the ball away way too easily. And he's trying to, in the middle, he's trying to make these dribbling as if he was Maradona or something, getting past 2-3 players. Why are you doing that? And he gets dispossessed so easily. And in his own half. The danger with that is that it's in his own half. Teams like Liverpool, they're ripe. These teams are ripe for a counterattack. Liverpool, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Arsenal. I don't know about Manchester United, Newcastle, right? You can't do that. Even Bournemouth, you can't be doing that with Semenyo, with Otara, with Solanski that came off in the second half. Don't do that. Stop doing that. And that almost spoils away all the work that he does, all that effort, because he also does cover a lot of terrain. I can't get behind like him having a monster game. The goal was a monster of a shot. That was impeccable. I'm not leaving that argument of the price tag. Like, that's insane that you played so much. You played yourself. Bournemouth had a couple of chances throughout the game. I expect to see a little bit more from Kluivert. I think it's just because I'm thinking about his dad and what a formidable striker he was. Struggled, had a volley that went outside, and that's about it. Tavernier had a couple of shots. Semenyo also had a couple of chances, and towards the end there was some counterattacks from some breakaways from Bournemouth that was so close to being a goal. The last one with Solanski that he himself couldn't believe that he missed it. Like, how did I miss that? How did I actually miss that? Because all he needed to do was just push it in. That whole counterattack was good. Semenyo passing it to Otara striking it, and Petrovic with a really good save. Another one that played a really good match. He had a really good match, I thought. He made some key saves. And then Solanski, I don't know what was running through his mind, the ground, his positioning. He just shoots it over the top. But so close from Bournemouth. They could have gotten that 2-2. And it wouldn't influence Chelsea's position to get into Europa. They're pretty much already in. And that's it. That's pretty much it for this game. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.